I went on edit here. If you are currently, oh no. If you are currently, and this is how you can update your name here. You can also go and add headline. A lot of time this headline automatically pulls up from your experiences, but you have the bandwidth of going and changing it. So always remember you go and edit it again. Because this is my current position, but this is my headline, which is different. Now, one more thing I wanted to share is your education. A lot of time it is not selected, so you would want to prefer whatever latest you went and studied. Even universities here, even though you did not study, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Is it possible to maximize the screen? So people in the back, they can see.
Yeah, let me do that. Is that good?
Yeah, I think this is much better.
Okay. So here are a few things, and I'm going slow here because other things I can go faster. This is more important here because if you select your education, I studied in India too, and I studied in a graduate school as well. But universities like University of Texas, Dallas, UT Arlington, you can still take one course over there, and that can also show up on your LinkedIn profile. And you would be amazed to see how much difference it would make. I just took one course on Stanford University and I was laid off. And when I took that course, from the beginning of that course, I updated it that I'm taking a course and stuff like that. By the time that course ended in 3 months, I had a job. Just because I had updated as Stanford Continued Studies. Some people just put it as Stanford University. And you can do that too. You can take a course in Harvard, you can take a course in MIT for a quarter. A lot of time, if you do not need a grade certification, you may even take it for free. You can even go and sit in and take it for free. These are the facilities that are available, and a lot of times we may not know. So I'm sharing it. You can take leverage of that.
So you're referring to places like edX and all. If you take a course on edX through Stanford, you could still show it, although you haven't.
Yeah.
Also, there are professional courses
That these
the advent
schools-
of COVID remote work.
Yes.
All the big universities are
Yes.
offering these courses, Oxford, Stanford,
Exactly.
MIT, name it. Like 6 weeks to 8 weeks.
Yes.
It costs you money, like 2,500 to 3,000.
Yes.
But it looks really, really good on your resume.
Yeah. And I highly encourage everyone to use the metro area instead of just the city you are in. Because if you put your profile with the city and somebody is searching for like data analyst, if you are a data analyst, or they also look up by location, like for example Dallas. But if you put DFW, it will pull up every city people. If you are in like Frisco or Irving or Las Colinas, it will not pull up. That's how the search engine works. And I know the back end part of it as well because I was interviewing for the job. So I know that by zip code, they would make sure that you are included. So always use the Metroplex area, whichever place you are in. Now there's one more thing I wanted to share. It is not showing up here at the moment, but it has an option of entering your website. So if you are a marketing person, you are a data analyst, or in computer science people must have a GitHub account. A marketing person should have a portfolio. It can be like a static web page, or data analyst should also have a GitHub where you upload all your projects, and that link has to be here. And it's like a custom button that you can add things up. You can, if you are into training, or you are a career coach, or you are a consultant, people want to set up time with you just to pick your brain, or just to take some ideas. You can put like a Calendly account where people can set up time with you, and that link can also come up here in the custom button. And that's your website. You can also put your website if you don't want to do any of those. That's how you can do on there. This was just for the heading section.
Can I ask one question about GitHub? So, in GitHub, for example, if you are working on a real-time project, so some people, some recruiters question that how can you reveal such information on the GitHub, right? So, what we need to do? Should we create our own dashboards and visuals, anything downloaded from Kaggle and just go for it, or we can give an overview of the projects we have done?
You can do an overview of the projects. That's one thing. You can it's up to you how much time you have and how much information you can reveal.
Mhm.
All right. And the thing is, if it's a work in progress, you can still write about it and put like an overview of that. If it's already been done and dashboard can be revealed publicly, you can put that. But I would highly encourage write down all the technologies you worked in, all the software language or tools you used, and that is applicable to each and every one. And if it's not GitHub, it can be a web page, it can be a portfolio website, it can be a website where you are sharing things. And more is not less. A lot of time people say less is more, but in this, more you talk about it, it's better. Multiple places it's available. Some people will see your portfolio, some people will see your GitHub, some people will see your resume, some people will see your LinkedIn. But if it's everywhere, that's what is important. Like that will be of benefit for you. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah. Thank you.
And now, in the photo here, you can put edit, and there is a filter. No, I don't think it's this one. Okay, here. So if you are on your own profile and it gives you an option of open to network and stuff, the thing is, if you go at the bottom, it gives you an option of recruiters only. So that does not have the tag. So recruiters who will search would be able to see that you are looking. And if you are currently working and you don't want your employer to know, but you want recruiter to at least search that you are looking, that's how you do it. But if you are openly looking, that's when you do this and the green tag comes in and it says open to work, and that frame will come true. But if you are a recruiter only, these are different options that you can choose. Recruiter only or not, like if you're open to everyone, it is for what kind of jobs you're looking for. You can have multiple jobs listed. But what type of location would you want? These days a lot of people are preferring remote, but I highly encourage that you select all three of those to show flexibility in your profile. Once you get to a chance where you have an interview, that's when you can negotiate. Otherwise you are like just struggling for an interview, right? A lot of time they are open to it based on your life situation or based on if they really like the candidate but they are not in the same location, they can still allow remote. So that's why I would say you select all three, and also the locations you can, because a lot of times we have relatives or family in different states, you can still go and work from there. It's better to select more than one places. And employment type. If you are returning back from work, if you are working, volunteer and even moving there, if you are a student and then you are doing it. Okay, we have 20 minutes left for another break, so I want to make sure you focus on this part because this is how the initial phase would come in and then we'll go fast, right? But then I would highly encourage to select everything. It depends on your situation. If you are looking just for full-time or if you already have a full-time, then it's okay. But if you are a student, if you are working as a volunteer, and if you are looking back to get back to work, even with the 20 years of experience, select everything. But for 20 years of experience, I encourage you to full-time and contract, right? Or you can do temporary. These are the things you can select.
Just go sit down. The ladies on the right side.
Alright, this is done. Now one more thing I wanted to encourage you guys, which is going an extra mile, which is these kind of hashtags. These kind of hashtags come in when you turn on your creator mode. And this creator mode can be turned on from the settings that I showed in the very beginning. And why I say this thing, because you can put hashtags of your expertise, 20 years of experience in IT, healthcare to ITS, marketing, social media marketing, data analyst, because what they say is this person talks about these things. Will this make a difference? Maybe, maybe not, but I will help you understand of how to build your brand on LinkedIn. This is one of the ways to do that. Now, whoever has number of years of experience and you have a LinkedIn profile, I highly encourage you pick up your one experience, or in one company you worked on 5 different projects. Pick one project of like what was the challenging part of it, or what technologies you worked on, and you want to showcase for your next job. Write a post about it on LinkedIn. Use number of hashtags that you can use. When you post it, you get an option on LinkedIn to make it as a featured post. This is how you can start your LinkedIn branding. I'm going to mix LinkedIn profile optimization and LinkedIn branding together. So like for example, data analyst. And what do you work as, or you're looking for?
I'm a student.
Yeah, what's true?
Marketing.
Marketing. So if you have a marketing part of it, or if you were marketing analyst, or you were in a social media strategist, or in a digital marketing or email marketing, start posting about that. And it does not have to be very lengthy one. You can start with 5 years experience. Especially it's important to have a positive aspect on your post. Trust me, I have been through very, very low times in my life. Most of the time when you start writing, you feel like, oh, I'm not getting the job. Oh, I'm not getting the interview. Oh, I had 12 rounds of interview and I did not get the job. You start feel like writing something with frustration. Instead of that, start focusing on what did you do to get there, and what all do you have, so people know what you have. And I'm going to show another profile where people can showcase about these things. And it does not have to be like you have done something. Even if you attended a workshop like this, or you attended something else, write a post about it with 3 takeaways. Okay, I attended this, or thank people about, oh, thank you for organizing, Brother Iqbal for organizing this workshop, and thank you for Hannah to presenting this, but these are the takeaways I learned, and these are the things that I would implement. And you can make a post about it. I want to show you
Can I have one question about post? So I have written some blogs, but it's just on my LinkedIn, so on my resume only. So what would be better, just posting directly on LinkedIn, or some medium like medium.com or company's website?
You can actually do both. You can put it on Medium. So Medium is a place where you can post your blogs, but you can also share that on LinkedIn. Now I want to show this sister's profile. And Brother Iqbal mentioned about there was an expo at Epic. I want you to really scan Sister Afsha's profile, because she makes great post about any event that she goes to, any event. This was an event for high school kids, but she made sure that she wrote down everything that was done. She has kids who also came and also learned more about it, and she thanked people who organized it. However, if you do a certification, even if it was done a few years ago, she also shared, oh, I'm glad to share this. But you can also talk about your key takeaways. And you can also learn from Sister Misbah. She posts a lot on LinkedIn when she does the certification, and write about the takeaways, like what you learned on that certification. Even if you did it like 5 years ago, that's okay, right? Now, one more thing, she attended some trade show. but she made sure she tagged the companies, she made sure she tagged the people, and she also used hashtags. And by the way, I've taken permission from her to showcase her profile here, but I really like how she wrote. And I did ask her, like, oh, can you teach me? Because I am okay in speaking, but I don't know if I can showcase that in my writing. That's where your chat GPT or other AI tools come in. You can modify, but you can say that, oh, I went in this event, this was talked, this person was there, this was the location. It will give you some answers. You can modify it and you can post it, and it is for free. That's the best part of it. It is for free. It was not there.
Can you blow up that? Because people in the back may not be able to see that.
Like this.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
So, this is what LinkedIn branding is. And trust me, she is transitioning. She is not working as a Salesforce admin. Her job requires it, but she does not have the title. But her LinkedIn profile showcases all those things. That shows that this person is going to places. And this is something how you can do and showcase your skills. It doesn't have to be technical, but whatever you do, take a picture and post it. Why is it important? It's because of the algorithm to have a picture too. That's a good thing. But these, and a lot of time she would have some takeaways. Like, I would highly encourage, go stalk her on this one, because she would really talk about things of success. She would talk about how it's encouraging, and there was a really good time when she put, like, okay, you guys can look up and understand about that, but
Can we send her a connect request?
yes, and you can always say, okay, one more thing. Whenever you connect, and this is what I would highly encourage you guys today, use the 3 dots, and I will show you where it comes. You have to send a connect with a personalized invite. So when you go to a person profile, there will be 3 dots on the right. I don't see it because I'm already connected to her, but you'll get these 3 dots, personalized invite saying, like, Salam, I attended a workshop at Las Colinas Masjid and Sister Hannah shared your profile. We would like to connect with you, or I would like to connect with you. Now, after that is your about section. How you put your about section is how you would want to tell your story. And brother at the back, 20 years of experience brother, or the sister who's trying to get back to work after break, someone who's volunteering but want to look for a job. Now I want to show this profile and its about section. And this is the about section that comes after your headline. And we have 10 minutes more before we take a break. I'll be biased, this is my husband's profile, but he worked on a managerial role with technical background. Now, still he has the #ONO at the bottom. You do not want to share it publicly if you don't want to put it on title, but if you are actively looking, you can also put #ONO on your title, so when you search, it will show up and your profile will be
Sorry,
there.
what is ONO?
Open for new opportunities. And I talked about that in the beginning. So open for new opportunities is #ONO. And you can also put at the end of your profile #ONO, who are actively looking. Now this profile with the about section, it talks about numbers of years of experience, and it's like a cover letter that usually we send on job, but these days cover letters, nobody sees that. And nobody even looks at your LinkedIn profile if your profile is not that interesting. Only if you have the headings, and I'll show you, if you have the headings, that's how your name will pull up. And I'll show you the search how it was done. But you talk about quantification of your work, number of years of experience, number of people you worked with, number of projects you did, number of tools you worked on, number of different kind of people you worked cross-functionally. So 20 enterprise level companies. You talk about technology that you work on. Okay, technical people just talk about technical things, but they never remember quantifying their success. Even though it's not a managerial role, but number makes an impact. If you tell, oh, I'm a 15 years experience, people will understand. Oh, then they'll take an interest. Okay, what all did you work? Oh, I worked in I worked in 5 different companies. I worked in 5 different global locations. I have international experiences. Or you worked with how many engineers that you worked on. If you were, and brother, could you tell your background?
Yes, I'm basically in technology, have spent 20 years at Microsoft, 4 years at the Big Four, 25 plus of experience, cloud, I mean, you name it, 25 years is a long time in IT.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, mashallah for that. And that's where your experience of 20 years of experience in Microsoft, it shows an impact. He could have said, oh, I have 25 years of experience, but where, you know? So that is what you can showcase in your about section. You can showcase your leadership skills, your technical skills, your soft skills, and multiple things that you would want. Like if it is my profile, I would talk about, oh, I helped 1,000 people for job related aspects. Oh, I monitor a community of 3,000 members. And along with that, I work in a cloud platform where I have helped in deploying VPUC or virtual environment for analytics team for holiday season. And this is their performance. So this is your elevator pitch. That is what will come in about section. And what is elevator pitch? It is less than a minute statements, not more than 4-5 sentences that tell about you, and that is your introduction. Starts with 20 years of experience, or you are a recent graduate and you volunteered at this place, you have this much number of projects that you have worked in, and then all the work that you have done. Next comes in, oh, well, by the way, I'm also looking for this kind of opportunity. I'm transitioning from healthcare to IT, or I am looking for next opportunities. I know there is a lot of frustration as well as disheartening situations, but everybody has that. People want to hear something that can encourage or inspire them too. And also, I am an example for you guys. Like, I did have a family emergency and I'm here because I would love to give back to community. But that's an example, like, oh, okay, because I have seen myself go through depression, I've seen myself going through a time where I was taking care of my husband, and yes, those were the times where you are talking only the negative things, and people don't want to listen that because everybody has their own issues, and that is why you would want to talk about the best part of you or something that you could contribute. Which field are you in, sister?
I'm working in SAP domain as a program manager.
As a program manager. So when it comes to these quantification and okay, what type of role you are in, that also shows how much of quantification is needed. If you are a program manager, if you are a data analyst, if you are in marketing, those numbers are even more important because that would be your selling factor. If you were, suppose, a technical director or in a technologist role, those numbers may not matter because you already have a 25 years of experience. But if you are in a growing role, that's where you need to showcase. And even if you are transitioning, those are the transitional skills that you can bring in to different roles you are in. If you have worked on Google Cloud or AWS, put those as well. If you have worked in, yes.
How long the about section should be? Like any?
I would say not more than 5 bullet points. If you go and see my profile, I have like 10 or 15 bullet points. Like, you want to put in everything, right? So make paragraph out of it, and then put skills. Like, if you see my profile, if you search, I would have like, you have it in your resume, skills, software skills, because I want to showcase everything. Visualization tool that you use. I just added everything because what if one word pull up in search and other does not? But when you grow, this is like a more seasoned profile. However, if you are growing, that's where you would want to put in, and you put in bullet points. Bullet points helps in grasping it much easier way. Right? So these are few things that I would quickly run down just because it is copy of your resume and it is a detailed version of your resume. Your about section is what is not there on your resume. Your work, your education, everything must be on bullet points in metrics, just like I talked a few minutes ago. Certifications. Try to fill in each and everything on LinkedIn. It does take time, it does take energy. You can do your work in like 15 minutes a day time, or 15 minutes in every 2 hours. You start working on LinkedIn, and do not spend like 2 hours. But if you like sitting 2 hours, just complete it. Recommendations. If you have worked even in a small project, or you had worked in a volunteer work or in a community, just like here, if you are a volunteer in a local masjid, you can still have your fellow volunteer write a LinkedIn recommendation for you. You can also write for them. That talks about your personality, your accountability, and your selling factor. Oh, there are people who this person worked with and they are recommending them. And trust me, even people with 15 years of experience, my husband is the bigger example, they don't have it on their LinkedIn. And I had it when I was a student looking for internship. So this is the thing with LinkedIn, which is a really good quality. You would have LinkedIn recommendation from 2010, 2012, 2020. It will stay for life with you on your LinkedIn profile. So if you do it today, in 2050, you will still have your LinkedIn recommendation. And if you are still looking for a job and you have left your job, you can still reach out to your previous co-workers or your previous project partners. What can they say? They may not reply, but what if they do? And a lot of time people just do it on their own will. So you will be amazed to see the responses. Certification, volunteer work, everything should be there. Even if you did 1 day work of volunteer of food packing in a local masjid, write that down. This shows your personality without even you talking about it. And you cannot put that everything in your resume. So it is important that you do it here. These are few examples I want to show for skills. Now, here I said 50 skills. I would highly encourage you guys to pull up your phone, go to your LinkedIn profile and see how many skills have you put in. I wanna answer from you guys. If you have your phone or on your laptop, wherever, if you have in your laptop, how many? Yes.
47.
47.
43.
43.
14.
14.
20.
50?
10 or 15.
And the limit is 50, by the way. I had to
Yeah.
delete a few to.
The limit
But
is-
still it's 43.
Why is it
The
less?
reason why, because I had to switch from technical to managerial, and my
Still
previous.
it's 43.
Correct.
I have added the maximum number of skills.
Good. So 50 is the number.
Yeah.
That's the threshold. Use it. Use it for your benefit. Even if you are moving and transitioning from one skill to another. 50 is the limit. Why waste the other ones when you can have all 50? You know? And how you can do that? Like you can say, oh, I don't work, I'm getting back to work. How do I pull that up? Oh, I'm just volunteer, or I'm a student, and how do I pull that up? Look for jobs that you are looking for. Look for skills that they ask for it. Even if the word is presentation skills, put that in your skills.
So technical plus soft skills.
Everything. Even volunteer work is a skill, maybe. But still, it's the attitude that matters. Growth mindset is a matter.
So when you apply for a job, you're looking at the LinkedIn job opportunities, right? It automatically shows you that you have a certain level of match. Out of 10, X number of skills match. So what I've been looking recently is that, hey, this is the type of job that I'm applying, and why is my skill set not matching even though I have the experience? So I had to go and delete a few that was not relevant and added those. And now the newer jobs are basically saying you're the top applicant because you have 6, 7, or 8 out of 10 skills matching. Just wanted to make a comment about that.
Yes, so this is very important even for people who are getting back to work, volunteers who are recent graduate or transitioning to a different country. This is a very good thing because that's how you get notification, but only if you are looking for jobs and you subscribe for jobs when you search for that. But those 50 skills, why is it important, is because it gives you an option of selecting your top 2 or top 3 on your profile. People may not even go and click on those 50. It's just that those skills will help you in pulling up your profile in the search engine. That's about it. Recruiters, how they search is, for example, a web developer is there. They search is HTML, CSS, JSON. That's what they do. These are the requirements for the job. All the profiles who have all 3 of those, that will pull up. That is why it's important to pick all of them that is there in the job description. What I encourage is just Google, right? Sister, what are you going to get in, like if you are getting back to work?
Software testing.
Software testing. So you write down all testing tools, all right? Or software testing or QA testing, quality assurance, testing, tester, hardware, software, anything. Different type of roles and different type of titles must also be searched for this kind of skill sets. But you have an option which was not there previously, like 10 years ago. You can rearrange your skills and make the top 5 or even anything that you have, all 50 can be rearranged. But top ones, for example, a managerial role or a program manager role, if you have program management in this, if you're data analyst skills are there. If you're a seasoned one, you have those qualities in there. So brother with 20 years of experience, brother who's like not getting into, because those are the things that you can put in. And brother at the back, if you want to put in healthcare and ITS, both will come in here. Because this is something that shows up on the LinkedIn profile without anybody going into details of it. Whenever somebody pulls up and they will see, oh, these are the top skills, because this shows your focus. If it's not rearranged, it will not showcase what your priorities are. Some people have that presentation skills, and some people have it MS Office here. Is it going to help you? No. So these are the simple, minute things that can help. And I think I'll end with this one, and then we'll come to networking, and we'll take a break after this slide.
Can I share something here with us?
Yes, please.
I think those of you who have the premium subscription to, to LinkedIn,
good point, yes.
There are free courses, and you can pretty much select any field, any discipline, and you can do the certification. So you get training, you learn while you're looking for a job, and it looks really good on your resume, and you can, of course, broadcast this on your LinkedIn network as well.
It does add skills as well, right?
Yeah, it does.
Automatically.
Yes.
I mean, I've done, I'm in between jobs as well, so using time to do courses training, and I've done a lot of these, and being the hot topic, I've done a lot of those. It adds directly to your skills. Plus, for broadcasters, you're basically prepping up for your, newer disruptive technology, which is, this is just in my case, but
yes.
you can choose any topic you want.
Yes. So this is a really good point that brother has brought up, is the LinkedIn Premium account, which is $30 or $45 a month. But I would say, like, if you buy a coffee outside and then if you buy 6 coffee in a month, it's equal to that. Or if you go out and eat for one time and it's like $50 a bill, don't eat one time in a month and you can get that $30. Like when I was a student and I was on like on-campus job or a part-time job, I still had LinkedIn Premium on. I would not go eat out, but I would have the LinkedIn Premium on. Just because it gives you option of sending emails to people who you are not connected with, and those are called in-mails, and those are paid emails that you can use for connecting to a hiring manager or to a recruiter who posted some job. But LinkedIn also allows for free to send out personalized messages. That's something you should use. But Premium allows your courses, connecting with recruiters who are not connected, and it also allows to show you who visited your profile, how many times your profile was pulled up. So if you go here and if you go to the analytics part of it, analytics part of your profile, it will show up how many times your profile was pulled up. You can also see analytics where it will show how many people have seen your profile, how many are following, and don't pay attention to the numbers. I have had 0 viewers too, so please don't see this. This is not something you must pay attention to. But what it helps is you can see the profile viewers. And what I used to do, that if a recruiter or somebody would pull up my profile and their name is there, even if they are not sending me any connection, I will go to their profile and I would send a personalized invite. There's nothing to be shameful about it. And you can do one thing is go to mode. It's not showing up right now, but what you can do is connect and then add a note over here and say, thank you for visiting my profile. It would be great to connect with you on LinkedIn. And it's okay to do that, irrespective of your gender. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to just share my experience as well. Anytime, especially for those who are in between, LinkedIn Premium is a very good way of getting a job pretty quick. So whenever you are done, I think first month is always half off. So whatever the charge, they give you like always a discount, right? And they promote it. Second thing is what you are just mentioning. I wanted to know like how many people are looking at my profile, right? Like, so that gives me the market trend and all that type of stuff. Plus, like all those kind of benefits. So premium is really, it's worth if you are in between jobs.
Yeah, one other thing I think I ought to share, I know it's going to help everyone, is premium, when you apply for a job, it kind of compares your resume with what the job requirements are. So it shows you like, you have your 40% match with what the job requires, or 30% match, right? And sometimes, we can just tweak a resume because we may have those skills and experiences. We can, update and upgrade our resume and match it, like bring it up to 70%, maybe even 100%. And it's really a super beneficial tool because, you may just get the job because you have the experience. And you might just have to tweak your resume a little bit and match it and at least get the interview.
Yes. And one thing that the brother was talking about, Brother Iqbal was talking about was, and brother was talking about, which is you are the top applicant over here, and when you click on it, it shows number of skills that matches with your profile, and if you go down, you'll see number of applicants, their level. So this is good for you, brother, because it shows how many senior level applicants are there, how many manager, and how many entry level for the same job. So do not cut short your number of experiences. And now how much of like degree of those people are there, these percentages are there, how many applicants are there, and usually this shows up only after 10 applicants have applied for the job. But this comes up in the premium part of it. See, this is what they go with premium account. This is what you will see, how many this, and what is the median, and what are different companies are hiring. This is the benefit of premium account. So I think we can take a break.